Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Rhea Ripley picked up a massive victory in the main event of Raw against one of her former WrestleMania opponents. However, Ripley and another former Women's World Champion were victims of two shocking heel turns as the show came to a close. This week, the tensions were boiling over backstage when Stephanie Vaquer met Rhea Ripley. Vaquer was with her friend, WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella, who congratulated her. Ripley, too, was graceful in her compliments and stated that she would come for the Women's World title again. However, a familiar face, Asuka, showed up, and the tensions boiled over, leading to a main event match between Ripley and Asuka, which also served as a rematch from their bout at WrestleMania 37 over 4 years ago. The match was just as incredible as you would expect, and the crowd loved the main event. It had large portions of Asuka just dominating, but it was Rhea Ripley who picked up a win in the end by the skin of her teeth. However, immediately after the match ended, a bitter Asuka spat mist on Ripley's face, and she got a reluctant Kairi Sane to join her attack as well. Io Sky ran in and begged the two to stop, but when Asuka attacked Io, the heel turn was confirmed. Kairi joined in as she hit the insane elbow, with the Kabuki Warrior standing tall as Raw came to a close. While it can't be said that this wasn't coming, the biggest heartbreak for WWE fans will be for Io Sky, who stood up for Asuka and Kairi Sane before. When Rhea Ripley told Io not to trust Asuka, the genius of the Sky took offense to her comment, telling her that she wouldn't be in WWE if it weren't for Asuka. While it's certainly true, Io and Ripley will once again likely find themselves on the same side against the Kabuki Warriors. Rohit Nath is a content writer from Bangalore, India. A former full-time employee of Sportskeeda, Rohit was a part of building Sportskeeda's WWE section in its rapid growth. His work has been featured in both Sportskeeda and WrestleZone. Some of the big names interviewed by Rohit are AJ Styles, Jinder Mahal, Jimmy Uso, and Sasha Banks. Some of his popular weekly features include Raw Preview, X Things Subtly Told Us, and Wrestling Rumors We Hope Are True and Those We Hope Aren't. Last night's episode of Monday Night Raw ended in absolute chaos, with the WWE Universe left buzzing about not one, but two shocking heel turns following Rhea Ripley's hard-fought victory in the main event. In a single night, allegiances shifted, friendships shattered, and new rivalries were ignited, leaving the landscape of Raw forever altered. The show closed with Rhea Ripley defending her Women's World Championship against Becky Lynch in what was being hyped as a WrestleMania-worthy clash. The match delivered on every level, an all-out war mixing technical mastery with pure intensity. Ripley's raw power was on full display, countering Becky's submissions with brute strength, while the man showed her trademark resilience, refusing to stay down after multiple near falls. The crowd was electric, split nearly down the middle. At the 22-minute mark, Becky hit a devastating manhandle slam that looked like it might be enough. But Ripley, in true champion fashion, dug deep, muscling out before the 3 count to a thunderous reaction. Moments later, Ripley turned the tide with a riptide from the second rope, planting Becky in the center of the ring for the emphatic 1-2-3. Ripley stood tall, battered but victorious, hoisting her title high as the fans gave a standing ovation. It was a star-making defense, cementing her status as one of WWE's most dominant champions. As Ripley celebrated, Becky rose to her feet, visibly frustrated but showing respect. She extended a hand toward Ripley, seemingly ready to pass the torch for the night and acknowledge the champion's dominance. Ripley, after a moment of hesitation, shook it. The crowd cheered, a show of sportsmanship that underscored just how big the match had been. The Oblivion star, who's been absent from the main event scene in recent weeks, rushed down the ramp with a steel chair in hand. At first, the crowd assumed she was coming to even the odds, maybe take a shot at Ripley to reignite their rivalry. But what happened stunned everyone watching. Liv slid into the ring, locked eyes with Ripley, and then swung the chair into Becky Lynch's back. The crowd gasped as Becky collapsed in agony. Ripley stepped back in surprise, staring at Liv as if to say, "What are you doing?" Liv wasn't finished. She delivered 3 more brutal chair shots to Becky, leaving her writhing on the canvas. The boos poured in, but Liv soaked them up, a twisted smile spreading across her face. For weeks, fans had wondered if Liv would return as the underdog hero chasing Ripley again. Instead, she turned her venom toward Becky, arguably WWE's most beloved star, and instantly transformed into one of the company's most despised villains. While the crowd was still reeling, the night took another shocking turn. Seth Rollins came sprinting to the ring to protect Becky, his wife, from further assault. He slid under the ropes and confronted Liv, who wisely slipped out of the ring with a smirk, leaving Seth to check on Becky. Before Seth could even help her to her feet, though, the Judgment Day's music hit. Out came Damian Priest, the current World Heavyweight Champion, striding with his Money in the Bank briefcase in hand. At first, the audience thought Priest was here to back Ripley. After all, they're both Judgment Day members. Ripley looked uncertain, still standing in the corner with her title on her shoulder. But then the unthinkable happened. Priest blindsided Rollins with a thunderous shot from the briefcase. The arena erupted in shock. Priest rained down punches, targeting Rollins' neck and back, as Becky tried to shield him despite being battered from the chair shots. Priest shoved Becky aside, lifted Rollins onto his shoulders, and hit a devastating razor's edge right in the middle of the ring. Ripley didn't interfere. She simply watched, her expression unreadable. Some fans even chanted, "You sold out," as Priest stood tall over Rollins, clutching his briefcase. By the time the show went off the air, Becky was being attended to by referees and medical staff, Seth was motionless in the ring, and both Liv Morgan and Damian Priest had rewritten the script for Ria's future. Fans in the arena were left stunned, with many booing louder than they had all night. Social media instantly exploded, with Liv Morgan heel turn and Damian Priest trending worldwide within minutes. Clips of Becky being struck with the chair and Rollins being brutalized by Priest spread like wildfire, generating debate about where these storylines are headed. WWE now finds itself with 2 major new storylines heading into the next premium live event: Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch. Liv's betrayal sets her up as a true heel, finally breaking free from her underdog label. Targeting Becky, the face of the women's division, is the quickest way to make a statement. This feud could easily carry Raw's women's division through Survivor Series and beyond. Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. Priest has been teased as a breakout star for months, but his shocking attack cements him as a top-tier villain. Turning on Seth, a fan favorite and one of WWE's top draws, instantly elevates him. With the Money in the Bank briefcase in his possession, fans are now speculating when, if not imminently, he might cash in. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley's role remains complex. She neither joined in nor stopped the attacks, leaving fans unsure whether she condones Judgment Day's actions or if she's growing detached from the group. That ambiguity could plant the seeds for internal conflict within Judgment Day, or it could strengthen the faction's stranglehold over Raw. WWE is no stranger to shocking heel turns, but rarely do to happen in such rapid succession, especially in the closing minutes of a single show. The decision to have Liv Morgan and Damian Priest betray 2 of the company's most beloved stars in Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins is nothing short of a seismic shakeup. Fans left the arena buzzing with equal parts outrage and excitement, exactly the kind of emotional investment WWE craves. For Ripley, the night was supposed to be about her championship defense. Instead, it may be remembered as the night Raw was turned upside down.